Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dee.
And I'm Max.
Welcome to the Self Show.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
How are you, baby?
Yes, I've been in a particularly good mood this week. I've been kind of feeling myself.
Feeling yourself?
Yeah, I've been kind of feeling myself.
Why? Because you dropped like 2 pounds?
Don't be raining on my testimony. Don't be raining on my testimony. You a hater.
I am hating. My scale has not moved.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I was about to say that, but you know what? I don't want to look like an asshole. I was like, so how much pounds you lost this week? But
0.
the podcast last week was a little different. I know that I've healed, but I never got to really like rehash everything. So as I was telling like the stories and things like that, it's like I saw little Max or younger Max.
Aww.
I saw younger Max. Yeah, and I just wanted to like dap him up and stuff like that.
It's okay.
Yeah. Like, yo, you'll be fine. But just looking at it now and seeing what I came from, I'm like, boy, you did that thing.
You did that thing. Yeah.
I'm like, boy, you did that thing. And I don't know why I got this in my hand, but yeah. So like, I feel really good. And I was like feeling myself this whole week.
Because I got pep in your step.
Yeah, because I got to like really reflect, just not only on that, but just in life, period.
Yeah.
Just various places of growth, just various different places of growth. And I'm like, man, like Max, you really like, I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you. And that, and I had another proud moment.
Okay. Let us have it.
But it was as a parent. So after work, I went to go pick up the girls from school. And, same thing, after school, whatever. They see me, hey, daddy, blah, 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 blah. So I look down and I see my daughter's shoes. So she was wearing your shoes, of course. And it didn't look good. It didn't look good. And just instinct. I'm like, is that how you treat people's stuff? And you can tell she kind of just like, and I kind of scanned the area and I was like, oh, shit. Okay, I'm still in school grounds. I don't want to embarrass her, I was like, I don't want to embarrass her. So I waited till we get to the car.
The Caribbean move.
Right. I waited till we got to the car and I'm like, yo, like, is that how you take care of people's shoes? Like, that doesn't look good. I'm like, I don't think you should wear your mom's, clothes anymore, blah, blah, blah. I'm not clothes. Your mom's shoes anymore. In my head, I think I'm doing a pretty good job, I think I'm doing a pretty good job. Because if this was like, 3 years ago, it would have been more like, rrr.
Yeah.
I was level-headed. I didn't shout. Matter of fact, the way that I'm talking now, that's how I spoke to her.
Mm-hmm.
But she was like in her feelings. Like it's like she was in her attitude. I'm driving now and I'm looking in the rearview mirror and she's all... And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to let you take my moment. I'm not going to let you take my moment because I'm proud of myself right now. So I called you. Well, I texted you. I'm like, D, talk to your daughter. She wore your shoes to school today and messed it up. And I'm, trying to tell her like, hey, that's not how you take care of people's stuff. And she have an attitude with me. I don't know what I said wrong. I don't know what I said wrong. So you talk to her. And then, so I just left it. She didn't talk to me.
You know how she is.
She didn't.
Lots of emotion.
Yeah.
She's a feeler. She really takes things hard.
Yeah.
Like she takes it personally.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No, she didn't talk to me. She wasn't rude. She wasn't rude. And that's the level I had to try to understand with her, where if she's being rude versus like she's just in her feelings. But if I come downstairs you know, it's just short. It's just short. Daddy, I did my homework. Okay. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Daddy, can I get this from the pantry? Yeah, that's fine. But no, like unexpected hugs. None of that. None of that. None of that. She didn't even tell me about her day. You know how
You already changed the tone, babe.
me? I changed. I didn't even scream. Like I didn't even shout. Whatever. I'm not gonna allow you. I'm not gonna allow you to take my moment.
No, I gave you props. I think you did well.
Let's rewind.
I think
You said that I changed them. I changed the thing. Golly, that's giving props.
No,
I've been doing it wrong.
no,
I'm
I gave
playing.
you props.
Okay.
I gave you props. I was like, you handed over when you were on top.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes. While the games were good. I don't even know if I used that right, but
Yeah. Then I had to call her, and of course the waterworks started.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can tell like I told like as if I did the worst
Listen,
thing.
no, because I remember how it was for me growing up. My dad, like, he doesn't have to shout. There's something about a dad voice, and I don't think you understand it yet. There's something about a dad voice, and he could talk to me like same tone as you, but if I know it's more of a place from like correction, automatically like tears, tears.
Okay.
And then he'll be like, "Do you wipe your eyes to make it seem like I'm out here beating you and stuff?" I'm like, it's something about dad voice. But what really gets me is that my 10-year-old is wearing my shoes.
Yeah.
I still can't
Yeah.
get over it.
Yeah.
I remember 2 years ago, she was like, "Mommy, I can't wait till I can wear your stuff. I can't wait till I can wear your shoes."
Yeah. It wasn't long after.
No.
It wasn't long after. You know, I guess that's part of parenting too. Because at one point I was wearing my dad's shoes too.
Ah.
To the point, man, he was so happy when I couldn't wear his shoes no more.
Oh.
Because my foot is bigger than my dad's now. Listen, there was sometimes he used to be like, he'll come to my room, "Hey Max, can I borrow my shoe back?" I'm like, "Oh yeah. It's in the closet. Appreciate it, pops." You know.
I know. And let me tell you why I think she took it so hard too, that she ruined my shoes, because she was waiting for so long to wear my shoes. And she finally got a chance, and then she ruined them shoes.
And Daddy was about to pull the plug.
You did pull the plug. You tell her, "Don't wear your mom's shoes no more."
I mean, I can say, okay. So I guess I can revisit that and just tell her like, "Hey, ask for permission," and then I guess you can kind of guide her as to, hey, what shoe to wear and what not to.
Yeah, we spoke one time, and I gave her to go ahead to wear one shoes one time.
Oh yeah, because she sure did tell me like, "Yeah, Mommy told me." She thought it was a free for all.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, she thought it was a free for all. So, all right, so I'll adjust that with her. And
Yeah, I spoke to her. She's fine.
all right,
She's fine.
Cool. Even just last week, we were talking about just certain things like our parents did. Well, mainly my parents did. We didn't get on your folks yet.
Oh, we're coming for you, Daddy and Mommy.
We didn't get on your folks yet, but I understand. I understand. Like having my own now, it's like I understand.
Right.
And I love them even more because you realize it's like, yo, they really tried what they knew. You know what I mean? They really tried what they knew. And even now, like my mom, especially, like she's still growing.
I know. Oh
And
my gosh.
Yeah.
I just love her. Like hers is the best.
Yeah.
I think.
But her curve is like crazy. It's like, you know what I mean? Like it was nuts. And just seeing that she's still open to grow now and just seeing that growth in her, and how it's protruding to other aspects of her life, whether it be her husband, even her own kids, her kids' wives, and friends and family. Like it's really like just taken a whole, and I can just looking at that, I can appreciate my own journey and how it's affecting just various relationships. Imagine someone coming from, no, you're gonna have to just take me as I am.
Yeah. Oh, that was her anthem.
That was the anthem. That was her Negro spiritual. She's doing well. I'm proud of you, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing amazing. She's doing amazing. So what was one of your best memories of your parents, mom or dad? It doesn't matter.
I said best moment, but I always remember like always walking with my dad, like walking somewhere. And my little self always trying to keep up with his long strides. So I'm like, but I have to be a big girl because I got to keep up with daddy. And I'm like,
And still to this day, you still can't walk with purpose.
yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I walk very fast
All right.
at work.
Trying to get the hell up out of there. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, but when you walk with me, you just...
Why? We're not in no rush. We're usually chilling.
No, there's a different... No, I didn't say rush. I said purpose.
The purpose was to chill.
See, you didn't tell me that before.
No. Something I used to do to my dad that he does not like, but he stays there and he takes it. Like I would ruin all his shirts. Because I like to touch.
Yeah.
And he would, I guess you call them, what do we call them? Like those marina or...
Are you talking about like the mesh?
Yeah.
Those mesh, like
Those-
fishnet kind of?
If he have those on, like my whole arm is going to go through by the time I'm done. And he can have on like a white undershirt or even the tanks. So
Yeah.
if there's like a tiny little hole, my finger will find its way through that hole. And by the time I'm done, my whole arm will be in there.
Oh my
He
God.
would be so mad. But we could probably ask him how many shirts I ruined.
Had a man looking crazy. That's nuts.
Yeah, so that's something weird that I used to do as a child.
So
What about you?
What? Good memories. So my mom, we're in the car, and we're just discussing dates and things like that to do stuff, and she goes, "Cal," that's my dad. "Cal, when is 4th of July?" Listen, we were rolling. And my mom, she didn't catch it. She's like, "What did I say?" She's like, "You said what?" No, when is 4th of July? And so, we start, because mom really don't know what we're she like she's not catching on. My dad is like swaying on the interstate, like how my dad laugh when he gets a coffee. So he's just sorry. I just did one of my dad laughs in the DNA. That's like one of the top memories for me, for my mom. My dad, listen, still to this day, my dad is just a road horse. Road warrior.
I can't. Never fails.
Me trying to use words that I don't be using in real life.
He's we're gonna stop.
Now listen, got me feeling myself. But He's a road warrior. Still to this day, he's a road warrior. Listen, my dad will go everywhere.
He's a designated driver.
Designated driver.
Already
I'm
know.
telling you, like I already like Pops already know. Like I'm grown ass man now. Like Pops, if we going on the road, like you're coming.
Because you're the driver.
You're the driver. I can't drive more than 2 hours without like. Listen, I seen my dad drive 18 hours straight and just kick back a Red Bull. Like, yeah, yeah, we ready.
Let me see. For my mom, a fun memory I have with mom. She taught us how to dance, how to whine.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Got the music going.
Thank you,
They're
Mama.
rolling our ways.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, did you say thank you, Mom? Yes.
Oh
that
my
and
gosh. Yeah.
we always do these, I guess like these tickle fights.
Oh.
We'll do these tickle fights. Like all of us.
And the girls love it. Not because I mean,
Yeah.
I guess that's in the DNA too. But the girls love it.
You know,
They instigate it to, mommy, don't tickle me.
Nelly love it. Kenzie love it only until it becomes too much, like overwhelming, and I think her little body just can't contain it.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I don't want to play. She's like, I don't like tickles.
Have a little attitude.
And then I'm like, okay, leave. And then you see her circle back.
Mommy, I bet you won't tickle me again. So when did your parents become human to you? So
Ooh, that's a good one. It's like how did they transition from being just that figure,
authority figure.
Yeah, and when did I start seeing you like a human?
Yeah.
Right, because when we were kids, they were not like us. They were not.
No.
You couldn't relate, and that's the thing too, because I don't know about you, but for me, I didn't get to see like personality.
Ah, okay.
You don't get to see the different areas of their life. Like, okay, I know you work.
Yeah.
I know where you work. I've been to your job.
Yeah.
But I don't know the dynamics, like you as a friend,
okay.
or in like relationships, like what do you really like? Your favorites. Like we didn't have those kind of like talks like that. So it's just literally just parent and child. That's it.
Yeah.
Same thing with dad, parent and child. I just know, okay, daddy could sing. I'm not gonna put my mom out there. Don't.
Okay. Go ahead.
Dad love a good time. Like their mom loved to laugh.
Yeah.
She loved to have fun. She loved to laugh.
Oh yeah.
My dad too. Like he loved a good laugh.
And he likes. That's where you know what? As we're unpacking it, I'm getting it. Because when you're on your phone with your dad be bothering me too.
You like
for no reason.
No. You interject yourself every time we're having a conversation.
Oh, so I'm rude.
I think you just want to be included.
Oh, excuse me.
And then you guys start going back and forth. You like the foolishness.
He starts with me first. No?
No.
Oh, so you're going to take your dad's side over it?
Because you're always coming in with these left-sided comments. Like, I'm not talking political wise. I meant more like coming out the left field comments.
But he's cool.
But really, though, I don't know when that transition happened. It's as I got older. And especially when I started having kids.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. And then I started like having certain conversations. Because if you hear the conversation I have with my mom and dad, like nothing is off limits.
Yeah.
Like I think I've always been that way, but they just choose not to answer me much. Because I'm always asking questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my dad would start referencing me like, what are you, my mom? My mom would call me too. She's like, "What are you, his mom?" And there's certain things that they wouldn't tell me. They wouldn't tell me right away. I don't know why. I don't know why they wouldn't. They'll tell like my brother. They'll tell my sister. They'll wait a while before they tell me.
Because that mother energy gonna come in like.
And that's true. I'm like trying to mother my mom and dad. I still do.
Mommy, daddy. I think for me probably around the same time. Probably a little after. Probably a little after when I left the church, because it wasn't. Especially when they realized, like every time they brought up ministry, I just kind of like.
Take your time and you leave.
I just kind of like just slowly moonwalk out of the conversation, and then even just having real conversations, like stuff that probably bothered me like 10 years ago. I really didn't appreciate when
right. Oh, well, we started giving them the come to Jesus talk.
Ooh.
Okay.
No, my turn. You sit down.
But you can't tell them like we need to talk. You can't do that.
No.
Just like weave it in there.
Just bam.
And I think that's what it is, because I revisit some of those moments, and there's no like backing down.
Yeah.
Because it's not like Tiny D. You know what I mean? Like it's not like, no,
I'm
an
big girl
adult now.
Mm-hmm.
Like we can have adult conversations, and even I think it's like we have to, for me, it's like I have to bring them along to that point though, because it was still the parent and child dynamics. Like, yeah, we can still have parent and child dynamic, but we're still two grown adults. Like we could talk about some stuff. So nothing was off limits for me. And because I'm persistent in that way, that's what opened the door for these communications and these dialogues. And then I was able to start seeing their thought process.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's not like confrontation, but it was more of, okay, why? Why did you do certain things, or why did you respond a certain way? And I also wanted you, like my mom or dad, I wanted you to understand what that felt like for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And it was me going through my own stuff and realizing that things from childhood that was still lingering.
Yeah.
And that I had to address them.
Okay.
And for me, a part of addressing that was I had to go to the source. So which was mom and dad. And then we would have those conversations. I remember I was talking to mom on the deck, and it ended with like tears, like she's crying, I'm crying, because I wanted her to see the impact of certain things. And I think also, like, who will hold someone accountable for,
No,
it's like
I don't know.
Okay. It's like, no, you need some kind of accountability.
Got it.
Because I think even with like Caribbean parenting, that's not a thing. But I felt it wasn't just for me. It was for her too.
Yeah.
I think that's an important step in growing, right? So I had those conversations. Initially it's probably like, I didn't. No, we're gonna have like.
We're gonna unpack this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna go deeper. No superficial stuff. Like we gotta break this down.
Yeah.
So, as we had those conversations and then started crying, and
how did it feel for you?
For me, it was like a release.
Yeah.
It was like a release, but then it was really something. It was big. I got a understanding that, and this was outside of my parents. It was more of, it's like a spiritual understanding that it made me, I guess same way you said, like being
Empathetic.
empathetic. Like
Yeah.
that was something that happened, and I was able to, before I felt like I needed, no, we needed to talk about this. You know, I need the apology, or you need to be accountable.
Yeah.
And I think that had its place, but I didn't need that. That just needed to be just a one-stop thing.
Yeah. And even using wisdom, coming off like that, I don't think that would put someone in a place of
No, but that's
receiving.
the thing, though. It wasn't abrasive.
No. Where you were like, oh no, you have to be accountable. You
Yeah.
know, coming from that angle,
That
energy.
right?
Yeah. It's I find it really hard for someone to be in a place of receiving.
But that was the thing. The conversation was gentle.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So you didn't sit her down like, hey, this is
Yeah.
my issues, and it stemmed with you. Okay, no, don't. You sit down. We need to talk about this. Okay, mommy. It wasn't like that. You guys just gradually kind of, went into it. For me, it was the same thing. It's like just finding that empathy, but it was finding the empathy in parenting. So you remember there were some times like you and I would kind of clash on things. Like I think like every
Yeah.
household does. It's like, all right, you two, this on the kids, you two. And I'm like, yeah, they're fine. They're okay. As I was going through my my growth, still am. I understand that I'm affecting them emotionally, even if I'm not putting hands to ass. Like I'm affecting them emotionally. And just finding that forgiveness in myself, because I'm like, man, I really didn't know better. And I really thought I was doing the shit right now.
And then you understand, like,
My mom,
dang, they
my
really
dad,
didn't know better either.
Yeah. And it's like, sorry, mommy. Sorry, I get it.
Then I started having this super soft spot for like my mom and dad. Once you just release everything else, and you just see them as just
Mom and
human.
dad. Yeah, human.
That was just doing their best, and they absolutely love you. Like there's no question about it.
Yeah.
Right? Their intention for you was good.
Yeah.
I can sit in that part of it. And then you realize, like, I have a good mom. I have a good dad.
Yeah.
In comparison to some.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like mom, dad, like, no, like these are my people.
Yeah.
Like
like
that's
your
my
tribe.
person
Yeah,
too. Like,
yeah,
like that's
yeah.
my person. Like,
Yeah.
no, I want to know what you've been up to. Like,
Yeah.
I want to know all about your life, right? I guess the things that we didn't know growing up, like now I want to know all of it, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I want to know what you're up to, what you're doing, like what's going on. Like my mom, she's still in Jamaica. Like, I want to know like what you've been up to.
Yeah.
Right. I started asking like questions like, okay, what's your plan? I just want to see, like, what do you see for yourself, your life? Like, I'm just curious about everything. And then we just have all these conversations. We just cracking up and
Yeah.
having fun. Like, I want to call them. I want to talk to them.
Yeah.
And then we banter. Like, it's just, I love it.
Yeah.
And then mom, because she loved to laugh. We just crack up. We just crack up. It's like, why weren't you like this when I was younger? Why was it like this when I was younger?
Because you wasn't a homie. You know what I'm saying? That's saying you wasn't a homie.
But I'm curious though. It's like, okay, so what is it, because we went through some of these things, and I guess we become. I'm just wondering if it's a generational thing, the environment, like what's the difference between us and our parents in that?
Pretty much, they just brought down what they learned, right? And two, I think access of information.
True.
We have the internet, we have books, we have podcasts that can allow us to see other perspectives. and really go through a moment of self-reflection. You know,
Yeah.
so I think that awareness happened, and to where we could have get to a healthy place or a healthy space with our parents. And I think with them even seeing that, it even afforded them to not be better, but just know better and just continue to do better. So on a spiritual perspective now, we go through our journeys, and at the time, while we were going through our journeys, it was like, like this is annoying, you know. But as we come through it, and we get certain insights, certain inspirations, certain revelations, there is a point in time where we turn back and we say, thank you.
Yeah.
Right? We turn back and say, thank you. So do you think there's a possibility that life allowed this to happen to certain people so that it can get to a place where they know better? Because there are some stories that I even hear where people will be like, when I have a child, I will never treat my child like this. Right? Mm-hmm.
That was a thing. Even for us, that was a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, that statement, if it doesn't have actual like inner work following that, you're actually way more like your parent than you think.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. For my mom, she was very protective, but she had her own traumas, right? But she thought, and she probably said the same thing. She probably like, you know, I would never treat my kids like this. And her being her best at the time, you know, she didn't have that process that we had. So parenting was a little overbearing on my end.
And then sometimes you'll try to overcorrect.
That's what I meant. I think, yeah, you did that. You said that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. No. Yeah, overcorrect. And I think that's what it did. I think that's what it was too. I think she did overcorrect. Getting back to where I was going with this is that this is more so for anyone who's listening who had a interesting childhood and, you know, and they're probably preparing to have a child, planning to have a child, already have a child. The best thing that you can do for your child is work on you.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm telling you right now, those kids, they're going to highlight, magnify, all the things that you need to work on.
You sound like you have a testimony.
No, I'm telling you, my kids, they help facilitate like some of the best changes, I'll say.
They facilitate the healing.
They facilitate the healing.
Our own personal shamans. Oh my gosh.
They do. The highlight. But I'm at a place where I know that, you know, we say the buzzword triggers. Like if they trigger you or they cause something to rise up. Yeah. It's not for them.
Yeah.
Like that's something I had to come through. It's for me.
Yeah.
It's highlighting something that I need to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Or I need to address.
It's like it's not you, it's me.
I just see it's information. It's feedback.
Yeah.
That's how I see it now. And it really
in real time.
It really changes the way how I process and how I respond to them.
Yeah. But listen, parenting is dope. Why I say that too is because I see the difference in how even my kids deal with me. Because I would never say I didn't feel like they didn't love me. I think they saw daddy as disciplinarian. So they were always like on their toes.
But I remember there was also, you thought You thought like, no, I got to put the fear of God in them.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you thought that was a good thing.
Yeah.
I was like, it's not good for them to be scared of you. Like
Yeah.
that's not respect or, you know,
Yeah.
no, like that's just fear. It's nothing there.
Yeah.
It's-
It made perfect sense. It made perfect sense there. Like, listen, I thought I was onto something. I would have wrote a book. I would have wrote a book.
and
But
then
no-
you couldn't understand how to respond to me different than how to respond to you.
Yeah. I'm like, you just got them spoiled. You just
I'm like, no.
like, you're just spoiled. That's what it is. Just spoiled. Listen, I get the random hugs. I get the I love you daddies. I get the I miss you, like the I miss you text. And where's my my voice wasn't cracking. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I can still have that balance where I can be disciplinarian, but I can be what you need me to be in any moment. Right? So if I need to be fun dad, if I need to be dad that's just understanding of a certain situation that you did, you probably did something stupid, and you know, I'm not gonna rah-rah. You know, I'm not gonna rah-rah, but I'm gonna let you know why'd you do that. You know, and then they're like, I don't know, daddy. I don't know. And they correct themselves from that style of parenting versus putting the fear of God in them. You know what I mean? Because now they feel like they have to hide to do shit. You know, now they'll do it in the open. They'll do it in the open. Especially my daughter, my smallest one, she'll let me, like, there's no lying with her. There's no lying. Where was it? She was like, oh, remember when the teacher was just playing with scissors? The teacher was like, she threw a scissor. Kenzie, so we're throwing scissors now. Daddy, I didn't throw no scissors. Oh, so you're teaching lying? Daddy, I juggled the scissors.
And I said, babe, I believe her. 'Cause have you seen her juggle at home? She threw it. It's like all the way over there. Like, I promise you. Like,
No, but what do you say to that? Like, where do you... You just like, I think you just took over it. He was like, okay, so we're not juggling scissors anymore. Like, that's dangerous. You can poke somebody's eye out, okay? I don't know about y'all, but the human beings that I got, like, they're funny as hell. Like, they're funny.
yes. But you know, that came from
They could be
giving
annoying,
them
but
room.
they're funny. Yeah.
Like, giving them room to really express all of that.
You remember when we picked her up from school? No, we had to bring something for her for school, and she thought she was coming home. And when I tell you drama, this girl
Oh my gosh, on
went
her
on the
knees.
floor on her knees. What she said? She said, "Take, I beg you, I beg you." And this is in front of the school nurse. This is in front of the staff. This is, and I'm like, girl, you don't get your ass up. I'm like, get your ass. You're embarrassing me.
This could not be our parents.
Listen,
Not back in the day.
I'm like, get your ass up, girl. You embarrassing me. Shit.
I'm like, we just gonna walk away.
Yeah.
We just gonna
Eventually
walk away.
had to. They'd be like, you know what? See you at 2:30. See you at 2:30. Oh man. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think this was fun.
Yeah.
This was fun. And I think we can close here.
Yeah, because we could talk for days. On
Yeah.
this.
I think we can go. I don't want to talk for days. I don't want to talk for days. No, mommy, no. Oh my gosh. But yeah, you know what? Parenting has been dope. And without sounding cliche, like, it's helped me be a better person. Like, these kids
No,
help
absolutely.
me be a better person.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, this is this. We have come to an end of
Baby,
Okay, you
just
do
send
it.
them off. Just,
Okay, you do
we'll see you guys next week on the next conversation.
it. Peace.